All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Source experience, man. We're gonna get to it. What I'm going to do is first I want to make sure my levels are good, and I'm gonna get to a couple of topics. All right. Get to some topics. Right. Look at some topics this morning. In particular, a couple boxing, no particular order. I seen something that Jerron Ennis is going in another direction, and it made me think about a conversation that I had with my cousin, the Hall of Fame legend. Yes, two division world champion Buddy McGirt, about offers, right? Now, Rashidi Ellis. Matter of fact, before I get to let me show you something. I'm in my bag. I stay out the way. By the time you guys catch up or catch on, I'm long gone, right? That's how I like to keep. You see why I come on now? Because what I've been noticing for quite some time is these guys, they have no lives. They don't do nothing. What they want to do is always get in your way or think they're getting in your way to try to get a reaction out of you. That shit doesn't work anymore. You're not doing nothing. That's why I see, you know how I get a reaction out of y'all? I pop up at the gym, at my local gym, right? Because I know you guys don't go to gyms. You talk boxing, you're not in nobody's gym. And some of you guys are even claiming to be fighters. Man, go to the gym. You're a fighter, go to the gym. Why are you not in the gym? Right? But you won't do that, right? So this is what I'm going to do off the rip, right? Off the rip. Before I'm gonna share this, right? I'm just gonna point out some things real quick, right? I'm gonna point out some things because this is one of your favorites right here. You love this guy gets all the interviews. You love watching him, right? I'm gonna point out some things real quick. This is one of your favorites, right? This is how I'm gonna point out some stuff, how fighters, their people around them, just everything. And it made me think about what my cousin Buddy McGirt said, right? Before I do this, because sometimes when you deliver some good content, right? And they don't hear you. It's a waste, right? If you know me, I don't like wasting no time. That's why you barely see me doing these at the desk. All right. So we are sounding good. Now that I know I'm sounding good, right? So this week in boxing, right? Ron Boots Ennis was talked about a lot. He was talked about a lot to the point that you know, there's reports and people saying that he will be fighting a Portuguese guy, and you know, Rashidi Ellis was offered to fight. He's gonna have this fight, and then apparently he's gonna be fighting Virgil Ortiz. But what I want to highlight is something that my cousin and it's crazy how I just spoke about this, right? The fact that I released some of that classic interview with him, where he was like, "Yeah, guys get a call for a fight, an offer for a fight, and say, let me think about it." And the promoter is on the phone making other things happen. Now I'm gonna play a little bit of Millie City's content. I do not own the rights to this, and then I'm gonna point out what I want to speak on. Pay attention.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing, and just reporting severe bad news. Severe bad news. We didn't make the deadline. We missed the boat. Rashidi Ellis accepted the $500K, and Eddie Hearn is going elsewhere. Here are the messages right here. Shout out to Eddie Hearn for obviously, just keeping me in the loop, and obviously.
All right, so according to Millie City, they accepted it, but they did not accept it. You see, the reason why, and he's not reporting this and he's not saying this, is you didn't accept it. When the offer came, you acted, and I, to each his own, whoever your team is and advisors. I'm talking about Rashidi Ellis. You tried to play the Brian Norman game, which I don't understand why you did that. Or Brian Norman Jr. had way more leverage than you. He had a belt. But you, on the other hand, respectfully, don't have nothing going on. You just fought, I believe, in some sort of a rec center gymnasium, which is cool. It's cool. Like, you're making money, you're doing your thing, right? But at the end of the day, you got to put in perspective what you are actually doing. To go from there, and shout out to, I believe, YSM. I'm missing the guy's name. He's a promoter, manager. He does things in boxing as well. He said that you made about 14K, 14 racks, which is good money independently, right? But to go from making 14,000, right? Let's put this in perspective. This is the business side, the business talk. So a lot of you jealous fans and bushwhackers ain't gonna understand this, right? So you made 14K. Your previous biggest fight is against a guy Boots has beat twice, right? Or he beat. Right, Boots stopped the dude. Right, didn't he stop? What's the guy that you lost to? He beat you on the PBC side. That was probably your biggest fight, probably biggest payday. When you were supposed to make the move, you lost that. So I'm pretty sure this offer, and I don't even need to look it up. I know, right? The 500K was more than what you got for that loss. To lose to dude on the PBC side, which is probably your biggest payday, right? But you did like my cousin Buddy says, right? Check that interview out. Maybe I'll play it at some point in this live stream. And he was like, when the promoters call you and they be like, "Yo, I got this fight for you," and you be like, "All right, let me get a second. And let me think about it." They done called 5 other people, and that's what happened with you. You got offered $500K, $500,000, half a ticket, $500,000, right? And you said, let me think about it. Meanwhile, and I say this respectfully, that was a generous offer for you. Especially being what I just said, you just probably made $14K. And you're not going to sell no tickets. You're being brought in as an opponent. But see, these guys don't believe the hype. Don't shout out to PE, Public Enemy, right? Don't believe the hype. These guys always be acting like they can whoop people, and if they're like that, then when they get the offer, it shows that not only are they not like that, they don't have the confidence. This is another guy that said he could beat Jerron Ennis and all these things. So take the fight and beat him. After you beat him, it's $500K, aren't you on? But you guys know you can't do that, man. Another one. When keeping it real goes wrong. Now you just lost out on $500K. And the guy that probably took the fight ain't even gonna make that. I bet you that. I bet you that. But let's let Millie Vanilli continue.
Keeping us updated, and that way we're reporting the right thing. But salute to Jerron Boots Ennis. I definitely feel like the fight that with Rashidi Ellis would have been a lot better. I would have sold a lot better. And
stop it! It would have sold a lot better. Why? Rashidi Ellis just fought in the gymnasium. How's it gonna sell better? I think he should have took the $500K when they initially offered it, but then he tried to double back and act like he must have came to his senses, right? Because apparently he accepted the offer. You said that, so he should have took the offer off the rip. Why wait? But I don't know what you're talking about selling him. Rashidi Ellis just fought in where he's from too. That was a Massachusetts fight up there. He didn't fight in a big arena, a hula theater type of venue. He fought in almost like a gymnasium, club show. So to sell tickets, I don't know. And the reason why I say that, because they're not worried about selling the tickets, because they're going to have Boots right where? In Philly. So Boots to sell his own tickets, right? But I get what you're doing. Millie, blame it on the rain. Remember Millie Vanilli? Yay, blame it on the rain.
It's more competition. People want to see names in the United States fight each other. Two Black American slick fighters with great instincts and speed match up right next to each other. They had obviously some tensions in the past, but nevertheless, guys, I'm just here reporting to you guys that the Rashidi Ellis and Jerron Boots Ennis fight doesn't look like it's going to happen due to, they went another route a couple days ago. And we're going to touch a little bit more on that because the way negotiations kind of went really quick. But it is what it is.
Now, negotiations didn't go quick. See, this is why now people are going to be confused. People are going to be confused, and that's why I'm here, the new Shanewz Media Marketing Management Agent. There's no negotiations, brother. See, this is where YouTube boxing guys with platforms got to start informing the people, right? It's a negotiation when you accept the offer, or they made an offer to you, to Rashidi, not you, unless you're on the team. I don't know. Maybe you are on the team. I don't know. Maybe you do have a position. I don't know. But they made an offer. You said, hold on, let me see. That's not negotiation. Either you accept the offer or you don't, which you accepted. You said he accepted the $500K. So if he accepted it, then maybe they would have been doing negotiations, but he did not accept the offer. Millie, what are you talking about negotiations? See, this is YouTube boxing, guys. And this is, like I said, he's one of the guys. He's one of the guys, right? Everybody goes on his platform. They listen to him. He does all these interviews. He's giving out false shit. He's saying negotiation. No, they made an offer. And Rashidi Ellis said, hold on, let me wait. So he didn't accept the offer. And then when he came back, they gave the fight to somebody else. So that's not negotiation. That's him putting his foot in his mouth for an offer. Millie, blame it on the rain. Yay. Name it on the video. Milli Vanilli. Remember Milli Vanilli? Yeah, they was the original lip singers, right? They sold a lot of records, man. They was the original Bacon Tea, Bacon Mamas, right? How's the content looking now? But yeah, so Rashidi Ellis, man, you missed the boat, man. It happens. It happened, right? And I'm gonna go over here to show you now. This is, you know, enough of this Millie guy. Enough of Milli Vanilli, right? You know, but Milli Vanilli's got a lot of y'all confused already because y'all gonna say, man, Eddie Hearn shaced him with the negotiation. No, he didn't accept the offer. He went to him. They got to fight cheap. Watch, I'm gonna show you now. Shout out to my cousin, Hall of Fame legend. I give you guys gems and you guys overlook them, right? My cousin's gonna tell you how the game goes, right? See, I don't need to tell you because I'm just a content creator who, you know, you overlook. I'm a media guy who you overlook. But you can't overlook this. This is a legend right here. Break it down for him, cuz.
Because you went up against him with Kovalov, man.
Yeah.
If you had to give...
Well, in my era, if a fighter had that opportunity, he knows if he don't take it, somebody else is going to get it just that quick.
Wait, what? Hold on. Did you catch that? I'm going to bring it back. Say that again, cuz. Say that again. This the game still play like this. Say that once again, cuz. Thanks. One more time, cuz.
Well, in my era, if a fighter had that opportunity, he knows if he don't take it, somebody else is going to get it just that quick.
Just that quick. Hold on. Did y'all catch that? Let me see. How many? 3 of y'all in here? Somebody say something, man, before I break this down, man. This is authentic content. This guy said they the negotiations. Ain't no negotiations. They made you an offer, man. In my era, if you had an opportunity, right? That was an opportunity to fight Jerome Bruce Ennis for $500,000, $500,000, not Millie City, but $500,000. And you said, "Hold on, let me weigh it." And then you came back and said, "All right, I'll accept it." It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. This is the game. This is the game.
Yeah.
So, but today the fighters, they tell the people what they want to do and what they're not going to do. Yeah. See, in my day, the promoters like, "Do you want this fight?" And they say, "Let me call you back." While you thinking about it, they already called 5 other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then if one of those 5 people take the fight, they might offer you $10. They call you and say, "Hey, we got this fight for $10." And you say, "Let me think about it." They're gonna call the next guy, "Hey, we got this fight for $8." They already.
Yeah, that's what just happened. They offered it to him for $500K. They called that other guy, Limos, whoever it is. They said, "Yo, man, we got this for you for $300." And they said, $300, I'm taking that. They made $200,000 already. Now I'm just saying, I don't know that. I'm just going over my God. That's what they did. And then this guy comes back and says, "Oh, I'll take it for $500K. It's too late." T, what up, man? Shout out to you, T. It's too late, man. You were supposed to take that, man. Especially all the shit you talk about, how you could beat Boots and this, that, and the third. And you're, like I said, with the Brian Norman Jr. situation, it was different. He's a champion. I get it. Like, yo, you got something that they wanted. So why not play hardball? Right? They needed that belt. They was trying to do undisputed at the time. So yeah, you was valid. But this guy, what do you have going on? You just fought for 14 racks. It's good money independently. But to go from fighting for 14 racks and then go offer 500, and you say you could beat this guy and this, that, and the third. Like, man, I don't know. Hey, what do I know? What do I know, man? But this guy's gonna have all of these YouTube boxing digesters confused because they're gonna say, "Oh man, they fucked up with the negotiation." No, they didn't. He didn't accept the offer, man. He did not accept the offer, man. Right? That was the offer. He when he accepted it, it was too late. Right? It was too late. Let's break that down one more time. It was too late. He had an opportunity, and he did not accept it.
My era, if a fighter had that opportunity, he knows if he don't take it, somebody else is going to get it just that quick.
Right. Yeah.
So, but today, the fighters, they tell the people what they want to do and what they're not going to do. See, in my day, the promoters like, do you want this fight? And they say, let me call you back. While you thinking about it, they already called 5 other people.
Man, overlooked conversations that I've been bringing to y'all for years and years, man. See, classic stats, what I always like to say that I got, stats. Certified, stamped in the game, never get old. Look how this just ties into what I just showed. This guy was offered an opportunity, $500,000, that he accepted a couple days later, but as you see in my cousin's era, in his era, which is still the era today, the game still plays this way. You missed your opportunity, and that's what he just did. And this guy reporting on it said to negotiate. It was no good negotiation, brother. They made him an offer. He said, "Hold on, let me wait." You don't wait. Look, and this is for blame it on the rain. Yay. This is for Millie. Yes, Long Island's finest T. Salute. Yes, he is. Blame it on the rain. Yay. But this is for Millie, because Millie said the negotiations. What negotiations, Millie? He didn't accept the offer when they offered it. Then he could double back and say, "Hey, take it." They're not waiting. This is the boxing game. They don't wait. You just heard what Buddy told you. Oh, let me call you back. I'll call you back. All right, call me back. I'm going to hit 4 other people up. One of them's going to take it probably for less than $500. I'm going to make some money. That's what happened. But hey, what do I know? How is the content looking now, y'all? How is the content looking now? Let's switch gears. I don't want to stay on that too long. I think that was enough of that. Let me see what the time stamp. Yes, 22 minutes. So I don't think I'll talk about that for 22 minutes, but that's enough of that. But man, this interview right here is years old. I think I was still Jack of Fitness. I did this with my cousin, and I was giving you guys insightful boxing gems then that was always overlooked, but it is what it is. I don't care anymore, because now I do me every day, as I was doing back then. But now I don't even, like I said, I don't even waste my time trying to educate and inform the YouTube boxing community anymore. I just, do it how I do it now, like I always did. But back then I used to sit around, waste a lot of time, leave a lot of money on the table. Now I go get my opportunities. Because why would I keep putting out concrete content like this? And not only was not getting likes, it was free, pro bono work. But I no longer work pro bono, man. And it's Mr. 15%. If you was a defamation of character clown, coward, your day of court is coming. And I hold court a different way. Understanding shall see you in traffic. It's just, by all means, be about everything that you said about me, my family. Because when you talk about me, you talk about Coach Reem. You talk about Messiah. You talk about the Jones legacy, the Jones brand. And when you rely on that, not only are you compromising my growth, but also trying to stop my family from eating. And people die for shit like that. Especially if you call yourself to be one of those type of people. When you try to stop, or what's the term they use, T? You still hear? Cut somebody's water off, or cut their lights off and shit like that. Play with their livelihood. Yeah, play with their livelihood. Shit happens for that, man. Just be mindful of that. When you do these fuck people games.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimu-Helora. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout-out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.
All right, so let's switch gears now. Let's look, I'm getting nice with that. Did you see? Y'all peeped that how I did that? I just ended that segment. I threw my own shit up there, right? Real smooth, right? But let's switch gears real quick. I'm gonna keep it boxing a little bit more for y'all. Right? So, with everything going on in boxing, all the goofy reporting, and guys on here who are supposed to be influencers and content makers doing all this dumb shit, right? Let's just highlight something that is what I like to call is going to change the game a little bit, right? So you have all of these guys that talk about boxing is dead and this, that, and the third. Shout out to Tops. Can y'all see this? Yes. Tops has just released, you can pre-order these cards August 11th. They have baseball boxing cards coming up, which is dope. I think, listen, it's going to expose you YouTubers who actually always talk about marketing and promoting, right? Now with these baseball cards, right? Boxing baseball cards. And I'm going to get a lot of mine signed. I'm going to get a lot of mine signed because, I do have personal relationships with many fighters. These are collectible. These are going to be collectible items. But I remember, and T, if you're still in here, you can let them know. I have baseball cards because I was a vivid baseball player in my time. A couple basketball, comic books, all of these. I used to collect them as a kid. I don't have too many autographs, but I do have some autographs. But I have a lot of baseball cards, right? And boxing is back on that wave, and look, that's the Tyson Fury card. Kind of cool, right? She's a retired. I think, did she make Undisputed? I think she might have, right? Shanewz, right? Strata. I met her before too. Very lovely, humble lady, right? Raymond Martaya, Javier Martinez. Look at this, man. Robesi Ramirez. Now, I know Robesi, right? I know Robesi, right? Y'all know that, right? I know Robesi, right? Robesi. Y'all know I know Robesi, right? Y'all know I know Robesi. Right? There he is. That's Robesi. That is Robesi. Right? Look. There he is, Robesi. I know Robesi, right? I was there when he won his world title. That's Robesi Ramirez, man. It's kind of cool, man. Hopefully more you other content creatures and clowns talk about these things instead of just speculating about nothing. No motion. Oh my God, look at this guy, man. To me, this is a proud moment. Future stars, Jihad Tucker. And I was a part of his evolution. So, I'm gonna give me one of these and definitely have that autograph. Now, my only gripe is, I wish they would have used the logo, my logo. Now, but, you can't. Vegas can't be choosy, right? But this is dope, man. To see Jihad Tucker on the card, right? Jihad, right? It was all a dream. Vision. How's the views looking now, man? Vision will drown out the views. That is fire, though, right? Baseball cards for the boxers, man. Baseball cards for the boxers, man. And I'm gonna get the ones that I get and the fighters that I know, I'm definitely gonna get mine signed. See, you know how I do. I'm gonna get mine signed, laminated, and they will be, part of what I got going on. But I seen that they announced this a couple days ago, but I didn't. 18 hours yesterday. They announced it. I thought that was kind of cool. August 11th is coming up. I believe August 11th will be, today's the 9th, so that's Monday. You can go those Monday. Go to Tops. Look at the Floyd Mayweather one. These are kind of cool, man. Look, Hidden Gems. Jake Paul. It's kind of cool, man. It's kind of cool, but you're gonna get the YouTubers, Monica Garcia, look, Sugar Ray, Tommy Hearn. You're gonna get the YouTubers, Bivo, right? And it's kind of cool because they have who they're signed to, also, man. Right? Mike Tyson, ring generals, right? Now you're gonna get the YouTubers who think they are bigger than the program, and this is all these guys that they think they do these views and everybody fucks with them. They're gonna try to downplay this, but meanwhile you have done nothing for the game but other than complaining why boxing isn't big anymore. Right? This is what most of these YouTubers do, that set up debates and argue, don't put no money into boxing, but they always have a solution. What's that? Right? Hopefully y'all are catching the sauce, man. Hopefully y'all are catching the sauce, man. Yeah, they probably jump on it too, T. Watch. Boxing setting it off, though. You know they'll probably jump on it because they're gonna see what boxing's about to do. This is gonna make this is a good look for them. It was smart. I wonder who created that idea. It was smart, right? Very, very smart, man. You know, baseball cards, man. You know, very, very smart. Right? Very, very smart. Now, a lot of these guys are gonna say, look, and I'm about to bust their bubble. A lot of the internet crowd are gonna be like, oh, nobody is into that no more. Yes, they are. That's why I do Instacart. You'd be surprised the stuff people buy. I do Instacart for one of the major reasons why I do Instacart is to connect with the consumers. Because what I realized with doing this, the internet, you niggas aren't consumers. You niggas are illusion artists. Whereas Instacart, if I turn on my app right now, there's orders popping off right now. You are actually connecting with people that buy stuff. They just don't buy groceries. I do liquor store runs. I go to Finish Line and get sneakers. I go to Dick's Sporting Goods and get other stuff. I'm everywhere. I'm connecting with the consumer. Shanewz Boxing LLC, Mr. 15%. But let's switch gears. I'm rounding out to the close, right? I want to go here because this is what I'm all likely not going to edit none of the Milli Vanilli or this, right? But what I am going to edit and put out is this, right? You know me, I love to stir the pot. Let's stir the pot a little bit, right? So I caught this. Shout out to my guy Kenny. This is Coach Kenny. Down there in the A, man. Works with the kids. Trainer, has a lot of fighters, does this thing. That is Coach Kenny. Check him out. That is Page K Presser 42. You know, I dig stuff like this, right? Because unlike a lot of these other fake fans, jealous fans, I can relate to this. He's in the community. He has a gym. He's working with the youth. That's dope. That's dope, man. That is dope, right? See, real players salute and acknowledge other players. Fake players sit around, whisper, drop links, do group chats, do weirdo shit, man. Real players salute one another. So salute to Coach Kenny down there in the A, man. Working with the kids. That kid looks kind of good, man. I gotta keep an eye out for him. Got the moves. I like it. I like it. You see the up jab, the stab to the body. I like it. I like it. You know, he's working with a little something. He just got to stay consistent, stay on the path. But that's my guy, Coach Kenny, down there in the A, man. Right? Now, this was the Jamaica. Right? You know, a couple of days ago was the Jamaican National Day, and they was talking about the symbols in the flag: gold, and the yellow, and the green, and the aki. The national fruit. You know, look it up. I'm not gonna go into all that because I don't want you guys to say that. Oh yeah, the hands are there. Shout out to my boy Les, man. Lester hit me up and told me my joints is nice. I said they should be. I stay in the gym enough, right? Look, I stay in the gym enough, right? I'm in the gym, right? I'm in the gym. There goes the troops. Look, see, that's why I show Coach Kenny. Real players recognize real players, man. That's what we do over here, man. That's what we do over here. And T, if you still in here, look, T, I still got the moves, T. I just don't be flashing it like that. Look at the moves, T. 46 years old, still sliding and gliding. Look at that, man. Sliding and gliding, big gut and all, man. I still got a gut, and I can do all of that, man. Imagine when I lose this gut, what you want to see me doing that for? I might do a muscle up for y'all, man. Man, I like this though. This was fire. Shout out to this right here. Came out really good. Now this right here, I'm gonna share this. This is my guy.
Invest what he made. So every dollar he made, he spent $1.50. The more money we made, the broker we got. So she left him.
Right? Did you catch that? That's a lot of people's problem. The money you make, you spend more. I know somebody that was doing that, and I kept saying, y'all, I'm gonna stop fucking with you. You're not getting it. You don't get it. You don't get it. I'm gonna leave you alone because it's like you're gonna be broke. You have a broke mentality, and they see it now. You have a broke mentality. You can't make $1 and spend $1.50. You can't make $20 and spend $25. You're always gonna be broke, and that is a lot of people's problem. But man, he was dropping the gem right here.
With everything. Hold on now. He had everything. She went to go live with a girlfriend, saves the money for a down payment on this $18 an hour job. Bought a first home in 15502 South Fraley in Compton, California. You know when you buy a house, you remember the address. Make a long story short, she buys and sells 7 homes. When she passed away 2 years ago, she had $1 million net worth. Don't tell me what you cannot do. I don't want to hear excuses from you. Talking about racism and the man and all this stuff. He ain't getting between you and your credit score.
You get mine?
He's not in the middle between you and your hustle. In fact, if you're black, you're born on probation in America. You've been doing so much for so little.
Huh?
In a world of silence which breathes more, the past or the unseen air.
Let's go. All right, go get it. Go get it. Nah, it's real. Hands right here, y'all. Hands. Now, can you tell which one has more air? Huh? No. No, man, no. No. Can you tell which one has more air, y'all? Tell which one has more air, right? Can you tell? Hands, man. Tell which one has more air, right? Hands. But here is the grand finale.
Mister.
Here is the grand finale, y'all. Now you know these guys have been going at each other forever and a day. Gilbert Arenas, right? Timestamp this. All right. 38 minimum. Turn that down, man. Turn that down. Gilbert Arenas recently was locked up for lying to investigators, amongst other things, right? And Kwame Brown got at him. Celebrated. Said that he ain't gonna rat on these Israeli mobster gangsters, right? So I guess Gilbert right back at him. Now Gilbert is making some strong allegations right here. Now, what we do over here, we put out confidence. And I like to put out content that people actually support. Now, I know this content right here, people are going to support it because unlike the boxing content where I say the boxing community consists of jealous fans and guys who want to beat things, but they want to compete against people. Instead of building the community up, they are fake celebrities, fake media, fake influencers. So they feel like if they don't acknowledge you or recognize you, it makes them bigger than you, which it doesn't. If you're not doing anything in real life, you're not doing nothing. But Let's get to Gilbert going in. And you give me your take on this. Does this look like what he says?
Mr. Brown, man, I didn't think we was gonna be back here, man. But look, I'm glad we here. I see you on Mama's Cooking again. I told you, boy, stay off that Mama's Cooking. It is too strong for you, man. We all know she got the purest stuff in bronzer. Bam! Right in your nose every time you.
Y'all cuss that? So he's trying to say that Kwame Brown is getting down on the Bobby Brown. Look, ain't nobody humping around. Like I said, Bobby Brown's fucking with that girl, that cocaine.
Come at me, boy, right in your nose. I catch it every time. You trying to troll me with coke in your nose? I don't know. I catch it every time, man. You got the white in your nose, and then you got the white girl giving it to you. Man, you cannot do this with me, man. You got to stay off the drugs, man, because it's too strong for you, dog. This is not what you want. You need to stand up. Are you addicted to coke, or is the coke addicted to you? Miss
Damn. What's y'all take on that? Now, yo, that's a heavy allegation to put on somebody, man. That's a heavy allegation. And I'm pretty sure Kwame Brown's going to respond to this, man. But they've been going at it forever. They've been going at it forever, man. But he said that man getting high, man. I said that man getting high, man. Now, did it look like he had coke in his nose? I don't know, man. I don't know. I know coke has that. When they, like, yo, the joint that Gilly did, that's how they be looking. Not that bad. Gilly did Johnny Manziel. It should have looked like that, but no. Apparently, No Chill Gil, that's his name, No Chill Gil, said that this man is putting the shit in his nose, man. Putting the shit in his nose. But hey, that's all I got for you on the Saturday morning. It's 8:30. I'm gonna go do me a couple of orders now, man. But first, before I do that, I'll get to editing and putting out some clips, and then I'm gonna hit the road, man. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack. And a good cool thing about, see, when you jump on like this now, these niggas that be always trying to get in your way, they can't even get in your way. Now what you do is go get in your own way. Go to a gym though, man. Talk boxing, go to the gym, man. Show us some boxing. I gotta hit the post office. I gotta mail out some merchandise. Look, I gotta mail out some Shanewz merchandise, man. Matter of fact, let me show the merchandise, man. Look, let me show the merchandise. That's why I really didn't start doing no orders yet. Now this is a personalized. Hold on, let me close out of this so you guys can see the merch. Close out of this. I'm definitely gonna clip this too. This is a personalized, right here. Personalized. Shanewz boxing. Personalized number 24. This is the Mamba edition. Lakers, purple and gold right here. Black and gold. And I'm even going to throw in one of the purple hats for this person. I'm going to throw in a purple hat or source hat with this one. This is a customized Shanewz black and gold jersey 24. Football season is upon us. I didn't want to let the cat out the bag, but I have the football jerseys also. as well as the baseball. Just hit me up. Come on, man. You're knocking my stuff over. Just hit me up. Let me know. You know, we do the merchandise too. I have 2 LLCs. This is under the merchandise LLC right here. As you can see, that's why I'm holding off. The post office opens at 9. I'll run down to the post office to get that out. Jerseys are $150, right? The football, $200. Baseball, $150. Get with me, man. This is the Sauce Experience, the news. Shanewz, media, marketing, management, consultant agent, Mr. 15%. And just know, if you overlook me as a content maker and a media guy, by all means, stay over there. I don't really want to network with you. I don't fuck with snakes. You're a snake, a weirdo, coward, cornball. Let's stay over there, man. You judge me, and misjudge me. And I'll judge you when I catch you. You know? We'll get to the understanding. But how is the content looking down, man? You know, you do have options. Man. Now look, you guys were questioning this guy's size for the longest. Look, this guy's a big guy right here, man. I think he's gonna be all right in a couple of weeks, man. Look how big his hands is, right? He's gonna carry that weight very well, very, very well. And he's gonna do his thing, man. I can't wait. Maybe I might even pop out to Vegas. I don't know. You never know with me. I've been doing a lot. I've been grinding, so you know, maybe I'll shoot out to Vegas. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'll just pop up. You know how I do now. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show me. All right. But I hope some of you guys who go extra hard in the paint, right, and especially call yourself team members or affiliated, y'all are out there, man. If y'all not out there, by all means, man, just keep doing what you do. Bum gatherings, hater alliances, hater assemblies, and shit like that, man. But this is the Sauce Experience, the news. By Shanewz.
This is your boy Jamel Simplified Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Simplified, salute.
Yes, you know the vibe.